So guys, you're welcome again to the second part of this video on solving the block NFT bounty. Okay, I'm showing you how to solve bounties, how to tackle questions, because I don't want you to just be learning. So I believe let's be answering real life questions as you learn about blockchain data analytics. So for this bounty, remember it is said that this is what we are looking for. We're going to be looking for the sales volume for block NFT, the sales volume for block NFT, the number of transactions, the popular collection, and sorry, and the number of active users. Now for this bounty, we are going to be doing this thing for the block NFT. Okay, the block NFT. Okay, the block NFT marketplace. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. And remember, for this bounty you are asked to compare your results with other marketplaces like OpenSea, or you have other marketplaces like OpenSea and other. You can just let's check out other NFT marketplaces. OpenSea is the popular one, but we have other marketplaces. Okay, we have other marketplaces. We have OpenSea, we have I think Binance now has a marketplace. We have Axie, we have Lava, we have Rarible, we have a lot of marketplaces. So they are asking you to compare your results. They're asking you to compare your results. This result you're going to get for Block marketplace, you compare it with other this same sales volume from other NFT marketplaces. And for this assignment, for this video, I'm going to be focusing on the Block marketplace. Then as part of a task for you to complete, I need you to apply what we did on the Block marketplace. Okay, now apply it to another marketplace like OpenSea or Axie or any other marketplace out there and compare your two results. Okay, and I'm going to let's start working on that. So how do we're going to they ask us to get the sales volume, the number of transactions, the popular collection. Okay, so let's break down this thing. First of all, we're going to get the number of transactions, the sales volume, and the number of active users. I'm going to show you how to get the popular we're going to do this one in the next video, the popular transaction stuff. Okay, now first of all, before we continue, if they ask you to look for blog, you can search for another marketplace. For example, let's search OpenSea. So you can see OpenSea. Let's search Rarible. There's no Rarible, so you can search other marketplaces here. Let's see whether there is Axie. If there is no Axie, am I sure I'm getting it right? Just search this. So this is OpenSea. If you want to work on OpenSea project, okay, there are other platforms out there. So this is what we are going to do. Okay, we're working with Block, right? And I want to show you something. See, all the tables in Dune are organized the same way. So when you're working with even the OpenSea trades, they are going to still have the same aggregator address, aggregator name, amount, original. Okay, they're still going to be the same thing because they are properly organized by the Dune community. So what do we want to get? We want to get the sales volume. And how do we get sales volume? Okay, how do we get sales volume? We're going to now break down this, remove this. So we are now trying to get things. So we no longer want to get everything. We want to do some customized things. So what do we, first of all, they say we should get the sales volume. How do we get the sales volume? Let's go through the columns we have in the block trade. So we have this in this trade table, we have this amount USD. So that's the amount they spend. So if you want to get the total sum of sales, we do sum. Okay, we sum up all the amount USD, right? And what does this amount USD looks like? look at what it looks like here. You can see the amount. So for this particular transaction, they spent $847. So for you to get the total sales volume, you have to calculate all this column, and that's what we are doing here. Okay, comma. What again are we doing? They said we should get the number of transaction. Now, how you get number of transaction actually depends. Okay, it actually depends. For me, I normally use the transaction hash, because each transaction hash is unique to each transaction. So that's what I normally use to count my transactions. Okay, so to do that, I will do count. We're not adding now. So I'm just going to do count. To count the transactions, I will do tx hash. Okay, so what again are we getting? They say we should get the number of active users. How do we get number of active users? Again, there are a lot of ways to do this. Okay, there are a lot of ways to do this. So how do we get the number of active users? Again, there are a lot of ways to use, but what I normally do, I use tx from. Okay, tx from, transaction from. Okay, so this transaction originated from this person. I've seen cases where some people actually used what's it called? They used buyer. I think it's buyers also. Where is buyers? I have buyers here. Look at something. I've seen someone that uses buyers, I think. So some people use buyers. So we're going to use transaction from, the originator of the transaction, I believe. Okay, so let's use tx from. I will do again count. I want to get this transaction from. Now, some users, this is where you have to pay attention. Some users might initiate more than one transaction. So what I want to get the unique users here, and I will call this. I will use the function distinct tx from. Okay, so I will now. You already know what we're doing here. I will call this sales volume. I'll call this number of transactions, and I'll call this unique users. Okay, so this is the first part of the bounty. Okay, this is the first part of the bounty. Okay, so we selected, we are summing the amount generated for each transaction, and we are giving it a name, sales volume. So we are counting the transactions that occur in Blur, and we are calling it the number of transactions. And again, we are counting distinct unique users, and we're calling it unique users from this table. So we run. So let's wait. Our query is running, so we can see what we get. So you're seeing what we are getting. So let's put this in normal formats. I normally like using 0.00a. This is just for us for readability sake. Okay, so you can see the sales volume in Blur is 254,559,000, and a total of 372,000 transactions has occurred. We have 50,126 users. Okay, now this is what they say you should get. Okay, so you've gotten this, you've gotten this, you've gotten this. Okay, you've gotten this, you've gotten this, and you've gotten this, right? So in the next video, we are going to be working on this popular collection. Okay, see you in the next video.